In 5 starts, French Derby hero Reliable Man has only been beaten once by Meandre in the Grand Prix de Paris. However, he reversed that form in style in his Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe prep when disposing of his old rival in the Prix Niel. He's by an arc winner, so who's to say he won't emulate his old man, Dalakani?
Here's Dalakani down the outside for Christophe Simeon as they race inside the final quarter of a mile. Mubtaker now pressed by Dalakani, who's coming there stylishly in the centre. They quickly draw clear from High Chaparral. Racing inside the final furlong now. Dalakani goes on from Mubtaker in second. High Chaparral struggling back in third, but it's Dalakani who's going away now from Mubtaker as they race up towards the line. Dalakani wins the Arc de Triomphe from Mubtaker in second.
Alain, is Reliable Man anything like Dalakani, his sire?
It's not the contrary. He has a long acceleration and he's very easy to ride. He never pull. He has the same ability and the same as a horse to train, and he's very easy.
So he can, in a race, he can go anywhere?
Anywhere. At this time, he never pull in a race, and he's a great horse too.
He's only been beaten once by Meandre. Was the ground too soft for him that day, or too fast for him that day?
No, it was the ground was too firm. He has, and after the race, he has a temperature. He was not. He has a problem. I think he coughed after the race. We forget the race.
So he coughed afterwards.
Yeah.
And then he came back and beat Meandre in his trial. You must have been very pleased. That was a very good trial.
Yes, he showed what he can do, and but the ground was good too soft, and what is the best for him.
So he has to have ground softer than good?
Sure. If it is too firm, it's not the same horse.
How excited are you about the Arc de Triomphe?
Well, of course you are excited. It's but we are looking at the weather as always. It's we would like to see some rain.
I mean, the horse has only run on ground good or softer. If it was good to firm, would that be very much against you?
Well, Grand Prix de Paris was pretty firm. And that, I don't think he appreciated that so much.
So, I mean, officially that day it was good to soft, but you'd say it was a lot faster.
That is definitely wrong. Yeah, because that is unfortunately some of the problem they have here. The description is not always right.
You're obviously beaten by Meandre that day, but you turned the form around in the Prix Niel quite comprehensively.
Yeah, he's improving. He has only run 5 times, so I mean he should have a few more kilos left, hopefully.
And tell us about the ownership of the horse, the Pride Racing Club, obviously named after the great filly and mare Pride, who went very close to winning an Arc herself.
Yeah, it was very close. Such is life, you know. She won the Champion Stakes afterwards, so it was okay. And I had 3 seconds in Group 1 races in Newmarket before Champion Stakes, so I was very happy with that.
And as part of the sort of ownership of the horse, and of course having bred the horse, tell us about the stud where you are based.
Well, it's a stud in Normandy. Basically, we keep only 20 mares, roughly half of our own and half of a few good clients. And we don't have a lot of horses on the farm because that's our policy.
Obviously, we've all heard of Pride in recent times, but I believe you've had good horses in the past as well.
Yeah, we've bred 3 Group 1 winners, so it's and we've had a pretty high, I don't know exactly the percentage, but I think it's almost 20% black type winners to foals. So yeah, we have been fortunate. That's right.
Fair Selina was from your stud?
She was never. She was never raised there because I bought her, in the middle of 70s. But she ended her life there, and she's of course the dam of Reliable Man's dam.
And just tell us a little bit about the breeding of Reliable Man. He's obviously by an Arc de Triomphe winner in Dalakani, so that's a good sign. Out of a Sadler's Wells mare who, as you say, has got classic breeding in her. I mean, he is certainly bred to be an Arc winner.
Well, yeah, the pedigree is great. So I mean, and he's we were not certain if 10 furlongs or 12 furlongs would have been the best, but because actually the produce of Faircelinia didn't really stay as much as she did. So on first stage was a miler, in spite of being by Sellers Wells out of a classic 12 furlong horse. So, but he obviously stays that, but he's not a plodder. The last race showed quite well that he was up there. But you know, the Arc is a tricky race with all the horses normally. So you need to be very lucky. I mean, there is at least 10 very good horses aimed there for. So I mean, anyone can win, I think. I mean, he has a chance, but it's 1 out of 10 perhaps.
Reliable man, he has only 5 runs.
Yes.
So is he inexperienced?
Oh no. He's mature. He changed from the beginning of the season. He know his job. And the jockey and the horse are very well together. And Gerald ride him every gallops before in training, and he understands what he wants, and the connection is very good. It's very important for that.
So is it fair to say that he would be an easier horse to ride than Serafina?
Sure. At this time he never pull, he never be anxious before a race, and I think he's a great quality for this kind of race.
Has he always been good, or has he surprised you at how good he is?
No, I know from the beginning he was a Group 1 horse, because when I go from a maiden to a Group 1 straight away, I have a big confidence of him. If you don't have confidence, you don't do that.
So you think he's right up there with the best?
Yes, sure. It's why after maiden we go to the Jockey Club.
And Serafina obviously is the favourite for the Arc, but if you were a jockey, would you ride Serafina or a Reliable Man?
It's a difficult question.
Ah, good question.
It's a good question because I think it depends on the ground.
Right. If the ground is good to soft, which horse?
It's difficult it's difficult to make a choice if the ground is good to soft.
Right.
If the ground is firm, I think Serafina has a better chance than the colt.
And does Alain de Royer-Dupre give you any clues? We know he's a very shrewd man. Does he say, come on, Sven, you'll be beating Serafina, don't worry?
No, he is the most objective person and honest person in this game.
So he keeps all his owners happy?
He does. I mean, I think that there are people sometimes, think that he is, because of all the Aga horses, but he is 100% neutral. He is perfect. We know, we can see, and of course I know him for now, 22 years or 23 years, so I can see on him if he is tense or if he is relaxed. So
hold on. How is he with Reliable Man? Is he tense or relaxed?
No, but before the Niel he was quite relaxed. Right. So he obviously was confident at that day. That doesn't mean that he's confident next week, but I think he knows if the horses are happy.
But if the ground came up good to soft on Arc Day, you'd be a happy man and you'd go there with a big chance.
Yeah, well, yeah, he should run respectably, but that is all you can say. I mean, because he should have a chance. But there are some very good horses, obviously, as you know. It is a tough race this year.